Have you ever wondered how much your favorite DIY, lawn care, home, garden YouTubers make? None of them ever talk about it like it's some big secret. But I'm here to tell you, I don't mind sharing with you because without you guys, none of this is possible. So in this video, I'm going to show you how much money I make on YouTube. Then I'll compare it to how much other YouTubers make. So by the end of this video, you'll have a good idea of how much your favorite YouTuber makes. A lot of creators get weird when it comes to talking about money or their affiliation with companies. But to me, it doesn't matter because I work in the financial industry. I talk about money all day long, and this kind of thing doesn't weird me out. So I don't mind sharing with you guys. Also, the goal of this video is for me not to brag about how much money I make, but rather possibly motivate some creators who are thinking about making videos in the community, but might be on the fence about it. Because money is not everything, but I will admit that it feels good to get compensated to do what you love. So in this video, I'm going to cover how YouTube pays its creators, how much personally I make, compared to some other YouTubers, and a whole bunch of YouTube stuff in general. But if you want to just skip ahead to see how much money I make, I'll put a timestamp right here. But for now, let's get started. When it comes to getting paid from YouTube, pretty much the only thing that matters is the amount of views that you get. See, most people are under the impression that subscribers are how you get paid, but really it doesn't matter how many subscribers you have. It's all about the views. So when it comes to YouTube creators getting paid on the platform itself, the way that it happens is that big companies are willing to pay ad revenue to not only YouTube, but the creators as well to show ads onto their videos. And there's a simple formula to figure out how much creators get paid. And that's RPM times 1,000 views. RPM stands for revenue per mile, which is how much the ad creators are willing to pay per 1,000 views. Some niches get paid higher RPMs like finance, and some niches get paid lower RPMs like regular vlog style content. So now I'll show you exactly how much money I make on YouTube. So if we take a look at my analytics here, if I pull up this year, 2021, then we could see so far I made $17,126.27. And that was from the beginning of the year until now. If you take a look in the beginning of the year, you could see it started off slow. I was only making, a couple dollars each day. And then as we started hitting April, that's when it started ramping up. Then I had one video that took off. And at the peak of this year, we were making about $400 a day on YouTube. So earlier we were talking about how the pay is determined by the RPM times 1,000 views. So if we take a look at the RPM on my channel, we could see right here, it's $8.22. So that's how much YouTube pays per 1,000 views. But my pay wasn't always like that. If we take a look at 2020, you could see in the whole year of 2020, which is my first year on YouTube, I only made about $542 for the whole year. RPM rates could vary drastically between which YouTube niche you're in. For example, finance is one of the highest paying RPMs on all of YouTube. This is Graham Stephan's channel. For those of you guys that don't know who he is, he's a real estate mogul and an online YouTube financial advisor. His average RPM is $14.56, which is almost double what lawn care is. So this is how much he made in the year 2020, which is incredible. My hat's off to Graham, that's for sure. So the RPM is determined by how much companies are specifically willing to pay to advertise on those videos. And if we take a look at Graham's channel, it doesn't surprise me since he's in finance that they're willing to pay more, because his core audience that are watching his videos are more than likely the entrepreneurial type. And those will be the specific clientele that those companies want to reach. And they might come from more affluent backgrounds, so they're willing to pay more money. Whereas if you take a look at like a beauty channel or a toy channel, their clientele will probably mainly be in middle school and high school. So they might not have the money to respond well to those types of ads. So if you're interested to know how much other DIY, lawn care, or like gardening channels make on YouTube, it's a really easy formula to figure it out. If we take a look at this YouTuber here, this is Obsessed Garage. For those of you that don't know, my other hobby aside from lawn care is auto detailing. I'm a big fan of his content, but let's just assume he's a lawn care channel. The way that you would figure it out is you would go to the About section, and then it would show you right here the total amount of views that he has on that channel. So you take that amount of views, you divide it by 1,000, and then you times it by approximately $9 RPM. And that's going to give you the total amount of money that they've made on their channel assuming it's a lawn care channel. So that would equal out to just north of $400,000. And that's just from YouTube ad revenue alone. Most people don't realize there's other ways that creators get paid, like affiliate programs, sponsorships, paid guides that they come out with. So let's take a look at Amazon affiliates, which is another big way that creators make passive income. And how that works is anytime that we put products in our descriptions, those are linked up to our Amazon affiliate accounts, and they pay us small commissions based on how many products we sell. And for lawn care products, it's usually about 3% commission, which doesn't sound like a lot, but believe it or not, that can actually add up over time and become some pretty decent passive income. So this report is for 2021, and you can see right here, so far we made $3,447.59. And just like YouTube, it started ramping up around April because that's when the cool season grasses started growing. And the total shipped revenue that we had this year was $113,548.42. They pay the creators 3%. So 3% of that would equal out how much commissions that we got on this. Another way that YouTube creators get paid are through paid sponsorships. I've had 2 paid sponsorships so far this year. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say with who they are or how much they are due to like NDA agreements. I'll find out, and if so, I'll let you guys know if any of you guys are curious. But that's another form of passive income that could definitely add up quickly, and it's a pretty decent source of income as well. So it seems like pretty good money for a part-time gig. But there are a couple caveats that come along with being a YouTuber. Like, for example, no one tells you that you have to pay a tax at the end of the year. So now that you have your own channel, you get paid like you're self-employed. So you have to pay a 15.3% self-employment tax at the end of the year. And, you know, there's a lot of things that go into being a YouTuber that a lot of people don't realize that can be pretty hefty expenses. Like, in order for me to edit my 4K video, I have to have a super spec'd out computer with 64 gigs of RAM, and it still stalls when I try to edit 4K video. And then camera gear is really expensive anytime that you're trying to film videos. You got to buy new tools to review, new lawn equipment. There's a lot of expenses that go into it that, you know, a lot of people don't talk about, like behind the scenes. For example, I have a 3-point lighting system right here, a big softbox light, a hair light over there, and then behind me I have a practical light. So all these kind of things add up in the long run. But honestly, I wouldn't want to have it any other way because starting YouTube has been one of the most fun things that I've done, I think, in my life, as well as meet new friends. I mean, I met some awesome people in the lawn care community. These are everlasting friendships. So any of you guys that are thinking about starting a channel, I highly recommend it. I think you'll love doing it. Just be prepared to put some hard work into it. But in the end, it starts paying dividends, and I think you'll really enjoy it.